Hi Seeker, welcome to the Existential Shift. This will be your Gemini Taroscope for October. Sorry I'm late, been busy, but here I am. Okay, Geminis. What's going on with my amazing Geminis for this month of October, please? For Halloween, yay. I'm working with the After Tarot today. Show me Gemini, please. What's going on with my Geminis? Messages for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You know, different people have different placements that they resonate with for obvious reasons in different times. You know, some sort of placement is being triggered by some sort of a transition. So just follow your intuition. Some people don't really know much about their own chart, so just listen to your intuitive guidance. If you see a caption or a headline or just an image that kind of capture your eye, listen to the message. It could be yours. These are general readings and energy is very, very fluid. So first card, the World. So yeah, everything can hold a message for you. I specifically make sure to, bring about spiritual teachings that are relevant always. Or bring in, the air of the time. And as a collective, we go through similar things when it comes to collective shifts. So there's an aspect for you in every reading. Or in every sign, that's what I mean. The World card. You have done the completion. You have done the work. You have closed or currently in the midst of really finalizing, closing a cycle, mastering something, being complete with something. Some of you may have gotten married. Some of you have reached that promotion, peaked to that success, received that recognition, got the guy, got the girl, got the apartment. Now what? See, the World card is the last card in the tarot deck. But is it? Because after the World card, we start a new cycle with the Fool, which is 0. So 0, well, that too, but the Fool is the beginning and the Fool is the end. And it is very connected to the World card. It is the World card. The World card is the Fool and what has come of it after she went through all the 77 cards. 76 cards, thus becoming the 77th card, the World. The Fool is 0, so the 78 becomes the 77. You get my picture. You can do the math. So the Seeker has turned Master. Good. If you don't resonate with that, if you feel like it's too big of a definition for you, this could be a field in your life. 2 of Pentacles, exactly. So now what? As I was saying, so now what? What do I do with this? What's the next move? What's the next aspiration? What is the next target, goal, step? Page of Pentacles. Working on the details. So say you finalized something. Let's say you got married. Now let's work on the details of the relationship, or just tend to the fine-tuning of the home. Let's say you got that promotion and you're recognized and you're successful. Okay, now let's see what we can improve, or what we can improve in the place that we're working in, what other things we can add, and how we can broaden our horizons by learning something new. There's always another step, even to the Olympus, even to space. there's another step that we might not be able to grasp. But because everything is a cycle, like in the world, or an infinity symbol, like in the Two of Pentacles, every next step has a next step. Some of you are possibly considering traveling, moving, studying abroad or far away from where you're at. You might consider moving for work or for school. This is something that could have popped up really recently in September, perhaps. If you are considering that, it's looking good. I suggest to not be too timid and not worry about all the details, because nothing, there are no certainties, right? Two of Cups. Some of you might, some of you might be thinking of moving or changing something for the sake of love. Someone might be deliberating on whether to travel to you. I'm getting a very, very sweet romance. Someone very kind, very attentive, very caring, and honest. And it's either someone that came into your life in the past month or two, or it might be an earth sign. And you might be in a dilemma between being with them or developing the connection versus some sort of an achievement or travel or progress in something. Some of you are saying goodbye to someone that you really care about because you have to go somewhere. That's cute. That's sweet. One-on-one relationships are very are on the table right now. They're at your focus. Even if you're really working and doing and studying, your heart and mind are with someone or people who are like one-on-one close, either romance or friendship of some sort, possibly as well. Some of you are relationship counselors. I know there's a lot of things that, the four cards can say. Keep in mind, guys, because these are general readings and there's tons of you out there watching, and I'm grateful for every single one of you, by the way. Thank you for being a part of this shift and for your trust. I love you guys. So a lot of messages come up, It's okay to be discerning, take what speaks to you, and leave aside what doesn't. It's like going to a movie theater. We have like 100 people in the room. Each and every single one of them will resonate with a different character or a different situation. Something will strike a chord for you and not for the other, and the other will have something that strikes a chord to them but not to you. 7 of Wands. Okay. October brings with it complications to many zodiac, things that start really, really smooth and clean, and there's some sort of progress and then a challenge. It's the nature of life. The higher we climb, the higher the tougher the climb, right? And the more we succeed, the more competition we have. Someone might be fighting to be with you or for you. I'm getting someone that's trying to make something work in the face of a lot of challenges. They're trying to overcome certain challenges that are in the way between them and a special someone. I'll cross continents for you. I'm getting that too. It's kind of sweet. Ace of Wands. Yes, there's some passion on the table, Gemini. Someone is really passionate about you, or once again, you might be passionate about them. Probably mutual. And it really stirs the fire within you. It really inspires you. It gives you like an oomph. Some of you, it could be a Leo. So I have these two cards. I have, yeah, that's the only sign that pops up like dominantly within these 6 cards. Every tarot card can symbolizes one type of zodiac. But if I'll start telling you, this is Capricorn energy, this is Virgo energy, this is Cancer energy, this is Leo energy, this is fire energy, this is fixed energy, like, okay, that pretty much sums up everybody. So I feel like kind of funny saying that. So maybe there's Leo energy dominant in this reading. Notice also, I really like the image. So here in the 7 of Wands, he's like jumping with his one wand, kind of battling off everybody. And here we have this one wand victorious. So whoever this is, you or someone else that is trying to battle off challenges, that it's going to be like much faster than they might think or that you might think. It's just going to like, oh, the battle over? Oh, that was easier than I thought. Yeah, someone has like an energetic support to a victory of some sort or achievement of some sort. The important advice that I can give you is to be really focused on what you want in this aspect, and that will make it easier. If you're really focused on what you want and how you want, and don't get confused or caught up in different options or different opinions or different energies, it will be a slim ride. If not, you know, up to you. Show me more. Okay. 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups. So 2 people are at a distance and none of them is happy about it, which I find interesting considering how we have this 2 of Cups here and this whole narrative of, you know, being together or wanting to be together. This could be connecting to the narrative of someone considering traveling for someone. You know, you might be far away from each other geographically. So you're together but apart kind of thing. Yeah, I think it's 2 people that if they're not together, it's because of circumstance or something like that. Like someone had to go somewhere or has to go somewhere. There's a lot of back and forth. Can we do it? Can we not do it? Is it possible like this? Is it possible like that? And 5 of Cups and 8 of Cups, it's like giving up type of energy. It's like being in a little bit of despair. Show me more, please, for Gemini. Oh, that's okay. All of this? All right. 10 of Wands. Oh, mon Dieu, we have 3 10s. Okay. 10 of Cups. 10 of Swords. 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 7 of Cups. I'm just saying, you know, it's on the table. All right, let's do this. So this whole world, kind of starting with the world card, when you top it with 3 10s and a 9 kind of to add up, and an ace. So a major cycle is ending, like major, 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 major. And a new start is kind of flickering in the background, but it's very hard to grasp or to feel because of the intensity of the cycle that is ending. This could also be two people that know they need to go their separate ways, but they're just very hard for them to separate. But what I'm actually seeing, it's a possibility, but what I'm actually seeing here is two people wanting to have a start. Sorry. That is being delayed or challenged by some sort of cycle that is so heavy and so big that it's just, there's a lot, it lingers, right? It lingers, so it kind of burdens the new start and the passion that these two people are feeling towards each other. They're like, they really just want to enjoy being with each other, but there's just so much going on. And I feel like a lot of family stuff, a lot of family either challenges or issues or responsibilities, and it's just so much, right? Now, for those of you that are alone, either single or just starting something out, this could be that just one of you, maybe it's a really slow start with a lot of like delays, because one of you is going through what I just described in their own life, right? I'm getting a feminine that is in a complete place. She kind of went through a lot of the necessary completions um, and reaching those important peaks, and a masculine that is still kind of working on it, and there's like a, yeah. Interesting. Okay, so let's look at this for a second. I have here, where was it? 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups, right? 2 5s. 3 10s, hello. 2 7s. 2 2s. So there's a lot of synchronicity here. So if you're involved with someone or have someone specific in mind that you feel like this resonates in regards to, there's harmony between your energies, and whatever causes this trot is exterior stuff that might be affecting you but aren't you, right? Yeah, oh my God. As I'm rearranging this to have them together, 2 2s, 2 5s, 2 7s, 3 10s. The world card here is like, hey. I see a feminine that really cleared the path for herself, like has done very diligent work in like making sure that her energies are, that her path is open, that things that needed to be sorted out are sorted out, cycles that need to be closed out are closed out, and a masculine that is still, I'm just repeating myself, I know, that is still like a little bit confused by different types of energy, different types of influences, less focused, so it creates more conflict in their life, so it affects the connection. There's someone is going through a lot of changes in their perception of life, like their mindset, their way of looking at things is really changing, and it's like all of it together, like their brain is changing, right? And it creates also inner conflicts. But the feminine seemed to be serving as an inspiration to it really helps them kind of figure it out. But I see October still being the process of that for them. It exists. You guys exist in each other's sphere. I just don't know to what extent. because it's a general reading. In the extended, the link is below, and it's on Vimeo. So I will do a double pentagram. So I'll do an extended that is focused on love, on you and your person, seeing deeper into exactly what's going on, mindset, heart space, what's going to be narrative wise. Although, yeah, I will focus it a little bit more, and I will finish up with messages by the runes, from the runes. Um, but just to kind of, okay, most of the spiritual or karmic situations, lessons, like the heavy parts of it, you went through it. Now it's residual or leftovers, kind of the dust that needs to be cleared out. It's like the 3D manifested aspect of the gunk that you've been cleaning energetically and spiritually has remains, right? So those need to. You're getting my point. Why do I repeat myself? I'm so funny. I do also have 2 8s hiding here and 2 9s hiding here. This entire reading is highly synchronistic. But with all that, I'm still sensing a lot of harmony between the two of you. Yeah, this is definitely about a connection or a love of some sort. But to those of you that resonate with what I said about family matters, I'm getting that some of you out there are dealing with, and this is for those of you who know that this has already happened. Someone lost a family member of some sort, experienced a loss, and they're dealing with the technical aspect of what, of literally, okay, planning the funeral and what's going on with the other family members and who does what and the grief, and there's a lot of like trying to focus everyone's energies, and not have everyone scatter around with their grief and issues, and like, so it's a lot to handle. I get it. Someone might have to travel for them. Maybe that's the reason they need to travel, and that kind of puts a hold on a connection. So it has several variations, but that could be something. And someone might need to be dealing with like an estate, like with property of some sort, like figuring out who lives where, who gets what. It doesn't have to be an inheritance, by the way. It doesn't have to be like a loss of a family member. This could just be family affairs, and trying to have all the siblings kind of see eye to eye on something. But if you're worried about money, I do see new opportunities and financial stability. I think some of you had a good month in September, so that will ease October in a way. And yeah, let's do animal spirit messages. But before that, I'm going to choose one card. I'm going to shuffle and see what specific card comes out for your monthly spiritual lesson and energy work. Because every tarot card is way deeper than just their, mundane interpretation. If you follow me for a while, then you know that I don't treat the cards as something superficial. Each of them is a world, and worlds appear to me as I do the reading. So we're going to pick a card for you guys for October that symbolizes like a spiritual lesson to focus on, and I will link the class for the specific card from my Tarot Masterclass also in the description box. So if you want to kind of follow through with that, you can do that. Okay, so Gemini, card for the month of October to focus on the spiritual lesson and the energy work for Gemini in October. Card for Gemini for October. Page of Pentacles, and I'm feeling one more. I'll just link 2 classes. You can choose whichever class you want. You can choose to know about whichever card you want. A few or all, up to you. But just, I feel like it's a fun thing, you know, to help you focus on something for October, for the month. One more card to focus for Gemini for October. And 7 of Cups. Okay, so learning about the meaning of 7 of Cups and Page of Pentacles might benefit you in a way. So I'm going to link these to the direct links to these classes below. It's a library. It's a library of care. So I'm going to link to these online classes. Okay, great. Now let's see what the animal spirit have to say. Animal spirit. For Gemini for October, please. Message from the animal spirit for Gemini for October. Message from the animal spirit for Gemini for October. These can bring something that connects to this message or something completely different. Why am I wearing a hat? I don't know, I'm in a hat mood. Animal spirit for Gemini for October. Come on. Talk to us. Animal spirit for Gemini. I have to wait until whatever wants to come out, but okay. 3 cards. That's okay. I'll take 3 cards. Oh, earthworm, the horse, and swan. Wow. I'm getting that someone is inspired by someone else, either directly or vicariously. I'm not sure. You take it as it resonates, to heal some sort of very deep wounding / injury that they've been carrying for a really long time. Like someone hasn't seen themselves for what they truly are. They had like someone's third eye. They were very, very intuitive, and they had the gift of sight when it comes to other people, other people's beauty, other people's ability, other people magic, but not their own. Like they didn't see themselves through the same glasses of, you know, the magic of someone. They would always see like the beauty and the glory of everyone, in everyone, but not in themselves. And something about you, if it's you or them, is triggering them to see their own beauty, their own magic abilities. I feel like I think it's like maybe you met someone, or this is someone feeling the same about you, perhaps, right? That really resembles you on many levels, like similar quirks, similar way of thinking, similar way of looking, like a lot of similarities. And you really appreciate them and love them and acknowledge how gorgeous they are. And that inevitably forces you to see your uniqueness and your beauty and your attributes, because it's just the similarities are so obvious So if you really like them or really admire them or really appreciate them, you have no choice but to also feel the same way about yourself. And that kind of, it's a real gift. It's a real blessing in that way. It's like they're just showing you a beautiful reflection of yourself. And the love that you have for them really creates love for yourself. Let's say you're like this mystical creature that thinks really interesting thoughts that normally are not aligned with most people around you. Like you don't feel like you have an audience that resonate with what you say, or that you always thought you were like an odd bird when it comes to your way of thinking. And then suddenly you meet someone or you encounter someone that thinks the same or speaks similar, and you're like, it sounds so amazing from their mouth and people really appreciate it, and oh wow, I'm not alone in this. So if they're so beautiful, then I'm so beautiful, right? There's something very noble in here, and someone very noble that didn't see themselves as noble. It's two people very noble that mirror each other, like the horse and the swan. And so whatever thing was entangling you from seeing yourself for your own beauty is now being detangled, thanks to that. In case you want to take a look at it just a little bit. Aren't they gorgeous? That's a really fun message. I will see you guys in a second in the extended. If not, then in November or your other placements, or go back to last month's reading to kind of make the connections with what you went through and the messages for that time. You can find a way to book a private reading with me below, and a link to Tarot Masterclass and the specific cards that we chose for you. And 2019 Ministers of Magic. It's now because it's like the last 2-3 months of the year. It's the yearly 2019 extended that I did like back at the end of 2018 for this year. So because it's the last hurdle, right? It's the last part of it. Then I made a special package deal to have all the videos, all the 12 videos for very, very reduced price. Like it's for the final for the final line. And what else? I'm on Instagram. Visit me, the Existential Shift. I think that's it. Join the shift, but you already know that. If you want to subscribe, you'll subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, you won't subscribe. That just depends if you resonate or not. Seriously. You can just be a visitor here. That's okay. I love you anyway. Bye for now.